Good afternoon and welcome to today's episode of NWCR's Removing That Liberal Blindfold for this, the 23rd day of February in the year of our Lord 2026. Democrats want to do things their way, and they can never be proven wrong in their eyes, even when people die because of them. Then they just reconsider their ideas, but they are never wrong. Please like and subscribe to these updates, which are uploaded to Rumble, BitChute, YouTube, and Facebook for your convenience. Please listen to the end, which helps us to grow, and let the Americans know just what is really going on. The media will not tell you the truth, and haven't for a long damn time. Don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment. Thank you in advance. From Western Journal comes this one. Mamdani changes mind on homeless policy after multiple people die. Republicans would lose their jobs in government for such an oversight. But the Democrats get away with it because the media will vouch for them and the Republicans won't make a scene over it. They should, because the Democrats would. New York City Democratic Socialist Mayor Zohran Mamdani changed his mind on whether his administration would sweep homeless encampments, but only after 20 homeless people died amid winter weather. It's like I said, folks, a Republican would lose his position if he did that. In the past year, New York City Democratic Mayor Eric Adams asked the New York Police Department to sweep camps where homeless people congregate. Mamdani decided to pause the practice on January 5th, days after he assumed office, but announced Wednesday he would resume the policy, according to a report from AMNY. Mamdani told reporters, quote, "I made a decision with my team to put a pause on that prior administration's policy as we started to develop our own policy that would deliver far better outcomes for the city." Yep, nice outcomes, 20 dead. Among the recent cold snap, Mamdani declared a Code Blue which requires city shelters to accept anyone desiring refuge from the cold. At least 20 homeless people died during the bout of frigid temperatures. Mamdani added, quote, "We knew that is a policy that would only deliver on once the prolonged Code Blue came to an end, because we know in a Code Blue the focus should be on getting homeless New Yorkers inside, not on the question of how we respond to structures," unquote. But instead of NYPD running the sweeps, the program will now be led by the Department of Homeless Services. Mamdani, a Democratic Socialist, has broadly shifted some of the government operations like mental health outreach and homeless outreach to agencies outside the NYPD. Mamdani had also said on the campaign trail that homeless encampments where sweeps were unhelpful. He remarked while campaigning to run the Big Apple, per AMNY, quote, "If you're not connecting homeless New Yorkers to the housing that they so desperately need, then you cannot deem anything you're doing to be a success," unquote. The New York Post responded that the city government has already received over 3,300 complaints about homeless encampments since the start of this year alone. Mamdani's administration is adding 60 more people to help get homeless people off the streets under his new budget. City Hall Representative Matt Rauschenbach said, quote, "When Mayor Mamdani took office, he paused the failed encampment sweep policies of the past, making clear that the city would no longer rely on approaches that simply move people from block to block without any support. The goal is to maximize placements into shelter and connect unhoused New Yorkers to the services they need so that when SNY clears the encampment on day 7, the meaningful progress has already been made," unquote. And now we'll remove that liberal blindfold. New Yorkers, like the Californians from my last update, have no one to blame but themselves for placing into the mayor's office someone who is not qualified to do the job. And like I said before, if this had been a Republican in that office, there would have probably been successful calls for impeachment by the Democrats. There should be now, but there won't be because he has rethought what he is doing after 20 or so people died because of his failed policies. From the Bible it says from Proverbs 29, verse 12, If a ruler heeds lies, all of his officials become wicked. Politicians are supposed to be there for the people. But when they belong to a party that doesn't abide by the truth and laws, they are not in it for us, as they should be. Even worse are the Democrats, who are socialists. They only care for themselves. Thomas Jefferson once said, "Our country is now taking so steady a course as to show by what road it will pass to destruction, to wit, by consolidation of power first, and then corruption, its necessary consequence." If we are watching New York City, we should be seeing the corruption and the consequences of this very thing that Jefferson was talking about. Power first, Mamdani, and then the consequences, socialism, and the idea that they are never wrong, even though things go wrong because of their policies. I pointed that out in today's update. Thank you again for watching, and as I will always say, we shall not be ruled. NWCR is heard through Conservative Nation Media, or C&M, from behind that silver microphone of freedom with the voice of reason in this increasingly unreasonable world, where America always wins. Again, please subscribe to my video accounts on Rumble, BitChute, and YouTube, and on Facebook too, because we need to start listening to the truth and not the liberal lies that liberal papers and the legacy media are always spouting, for they tell nothing but lies to try to hold on to the power they think they have. For their America is a socialist communist nation, not the constitutional republic it was formed as. Being informed will help us be the great nation we were meant to be. Be informed and vote the right way. We need to remove all who cannot tell the truth. Right now we have a whole party of that on the left. Have a good day, and God bless you all.